How do you leverage a book as a business card, and what have you seen?
Chris, this is one of the most powerful things I've discovered is a being an author of a book is seen. I fashioned the mountain climbing. You know, a guy who's climbed Everest, right? Anyone who's ever climbed Everest is among a very small percentage of the 7 billion people that are on the planet today. Um, if those people were to walk into a room and give you medical advice, you'd listen to them. It's amazing, right? It creates instant credibility just by achieving that. So I fashion writing a book a little bit like climbing your own Everest or building a mountain of credibility. It's probably the highest on the list, even though thousands of books are written all the time. It's probably still the highest on the list of credibility positioning. Quite frankly, for an author to complete a book, I mean, how many people do you know that have a book in them?
I know a ton. I'm
Like
doing one right
everyone,
now, so
right? And so everyone has a book in them, and they say, well, if only I ever got to it or whatever. So there's a real mystique to completing a book and becoming an author of a completed work that's published. And then you actually can be presenting that, as your business card. It's a great door opener. My initial book, my very first book, was intended to create that opening. Excuse me. I basically was trying to work with charities, right? I had something very valuable to offer them in terms of the advice and experience I could bring to them, but I couldn't get in the door with the board. And the board of directors were CEOs. So my first book ended up it was originally going to be how to give for dummies for CEOs, but at the root of it turned out to be something I could communicate to CEOs on their level about their problems and lead with the book. After I published the book, I suddenly got all kinds of opportunities to spend an hour with these people who were looking for services that I could offer. So prior to the book, couldn't open a door. After it, instant credibility.